Hello and welcome to Just Ask Stuey. This is episode number 4. Yes, I'm wearing toucans. It's Friday. Look, at the end of the day, I usually dress a bit smarter, right? But look, my business partner, he dresses down on a Friday, casual Fridays. So I thought, two can play that game, right? Anyway, let's get into it. Enough of that. Okay, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope it's been a good start for you. Obviously, really sad things happening around Australia over the Christmas and New Year holidays. So that was really difficult, I think, for people to really kind of get into the spirit this year. But hopefully, you've been thinking of these people down there that have been affected, and you know, there's been lots of appeals and donation requests and things going around. So hopefully, you've been able to kind of assist where possible, whether it's assisting, giving time, or just donating, whatever. But anyway, yeah, tough time, really tough time for those guys. So obviously, we've been thinking about them a lot. But just on that and tough times and things, every new year, the Queensland Police release their statistics, like the death tolls, annual death tolls, and they're reporting that 2019 was, I think, one of the, or if not the best year, or the lowest number of recorded fatalities since records began, which is really great. I think 2018 was 245, 2017 was 247, and I'm just checking my phone here, and they're saying 217 in 2019. Now, obviously that's 217 too many, but it is better than 247 or 245 from the previous year, so that's good. Look, let's just get straight into it. 3 questions, 3 answers. Here we go. Number 1, parking proximity to curb. You know, how close can you park to the curb, or how far away from the curb can you park? But as a rule of thumb, generally, Australian curbs, whether they're the laid-back curbs or the upright, the stand-up curbs, they often have like a channel that runs in front of them for the water to drain away in heavy rain, torrential rain, whatever. Don't park in there. Don't put your tyres on the actual concrete drain. So always keep your tyres on the bitumen. That'll leave about a 300mm gap from your tyres to the curb, and then in heavy rain, the water will obviously disperse and run quite heavily down that channel, and your tyres are going to be on the bitumen, not blocking the channel. If you park tight up against the curb, like a stand-up curb for example, and your tyres are tight up against it, when that water comes gushing down, it's going to hit your tyres and it pushes the water out into the road, around underneath your car. Basically, that's not there for you to park on, essentially. So keep your wheels on the bitumen, and then you'd have about a 300mm, the concrete channel that runs down the curb. If that channel's not there, you know, you might be able to get a little bit tighter to the curb, but I wouldn't get to the point where, you know, if you try and steer away from the curb, you can't actually turn your wheels properly because the wheel's kind of kicking against the curb. If that happens, you're way too close. Obviously, there is variations if you're on a super narrow street, which more likely in the back streets of England than Australia, but still you might have to tuck in a little bit, especially if there's a car parked on the other side of the road and you're technically double parked. So, you know, think about that. Maybe just don't park directly opposite someone else. Move on a little bit if that's the case on a narrow street. So yeah, about 300mm. Don't block the rain. Number 2, completing the 100 hours. So we get a lot of questions about this actually. So the 100 hours that a learner has to complete when they're less than 25, so 17 to 25 or 16 to 25, they have to do 100 hours on the logbook. The first 10 instructor hours are recorded as 30 hours in the logbook. So it's like a 3-to-1 ratio. So 1 hour with a certified driving instructor counts as 3 hours in your logbook. Obviously, if you do a 10-lesson package, it's 10 hours with us, 30 hours in the logbook. It's a you know, almost a third of your hours complete. And then after that, lesson 11 is just 1 for 1 after that. So it's only the first 10 instructor hours, and then after that, it's 1 for 1 like with your parent or any other supervisor. And number 3, following distance. What's like the, you know, a good following distance? 3 seconds in good conditions. Good conditions being, you know, like today, clear blue skies, visibility is good, roads are dry, it's not too hot, it's just like it's a comfortable day. 3 seconds. If it's raining or if it's foggy or whatever, increase the distance accordingly. If it's heavy rain and you literally can't see in front of you, increase that following distance as much as possible if you can't really see, you know, ahead of you if anything's happening. But yeah, good conditions, 3 seconds as a minimum. Don't get any closer than that. And yeah, as conditions deteriorate, increase the following distance. And also, just on top of that, if there is an opportunity for you not to be following, i.e. you're driving on the highway and you find yourself in the middle lane following someone else and there's no one in the left lane, just move over. Don't just leave the inside lane clear. If you know, if you're following someone on the highway, just move over and try and position yourself in the best way not to be involved in a crash. So and a good way to do that is by, you know, if there's an opportunity not to be behind someone, then don't. Alright, so it's a quick one this week. I've really been thinking how I can kind of fire through these so I don't drag it on for 12 minutes like I did last time, the edited version of 12 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, first one of 2020. It's been a really good start for the year for us. Hopefully it has for you too. And you know, I will do my best not to do bad dad jokes at the start of every episode. But I can't promise anything. Alright, I will see you next time for episode 5. See you guys. Drive safe.